Hi guys, welcome back to the introduction to pandas test. So now we move to the problem 2AA3 about drop missing data. So they ask us to that there are some missing values in the name column and they want us to remove the rows with the missing values. Okay, so for pandas, the method used to the drop the missing data or the null or the NaN data is exactly this one. It's just like the name, and we have three key parameters when we use this method. The first one is axis. So by default, this one is axis equals to 0, so it will drop by rows. If you want to drop by columns, you can set to axis equal 1. But for this question, they ask us to remove the rows, right? So you can say axis equals 0, or you don't just to put anything because it is default. And the next parameter to drop is uh, to set in is how. So by default it is any. So it's mean like uh, for any rows that have missing values in any columns, then the entire row will be dropped. And this is also the default setting. Okay, and then you sorry. So we also have how equal to on. So it's mean like they only drop the rows with on the mid on the on the data in the columns are missing. Okay, uh, and the final parameter we can think about when we use this method is subset. So by default, if you don't state anything about this parameter, they will drop any rows that have a missing value in any columns. But because but if you want to filter, I mean you need to put in a conditional column to select them to filter out the missing values. So you use this parameter. So you have like for this question we have the name column as the conditional column, right? So you need to put in name. So pandas will filter out this column and then to see if there are any rows with the missing value. Okay, so we're gonna use this. Okay, and for this question we can just directly return the result. So we have the this is our data frame and you put in here. Okay, and it's really like this, and have a check. All right, we passed this case, and let's try to submit to see if we can pass on cases. All right, we beat almost 70% of other users' runtime, and the memory is not that significant. Okay, but I think it's still a reasonable solution because this runtime is not that bad, and there are still other approaches as well. So thank you.